All right, last thing. I mentioned yesterday that the Westboro Baptist Church, the church that likes to go and protest funerals of people who have been killed, they showed up in Orlando to quote unquote protest. In my opinion, it's just harassment. The funeral of one of the people killed in the post Orlando shooting. And everyone knows them. They like to go with their signs that said, God hates sodomites, God hates fags, God hates, the most offensive things they could possibly think of. And so they showed up in Orlando. To their surprise, there was some angels. Angels who showed up to, and here's a tweet. This is from, the tweet is from Sarah Clapp, showing how this was done. You had several volunteers from a local theater, local Shakespeare theater, who showed up to counter protest and to cover up the signs of all of the this particular picture is from a similar type of protest in Arizona in 2011, but they showed up to make sure that the people who were going to the funeral did not have to see the signs, the offensive signs from Westboro Baptist Church. And this is, you can see the warehouse where volunteers stitched together and built angel wings to cover up the offensive signs from Westboro Baptist Church. I mean, this is the world we live in. We live in a world where you have religious fundamentalists who are out doing the most offensive, harmful, and demeaning and hurtful, spiteful, evil thing. And you have people who may or may not be religious. They very well could be atheists. They could all be Christian, as far as I know. Hell, some of them might be Muslim. It doesn't matter. But you have another group of people who are having to come and serve as the better angel, right? They're having to serve as the better human to cover up and to protect people who are mourning from evil, vindictive, bitter, cantankerous dredges of society who think they're doing something in God's name. So this was just like a highlight. This was a very high point for me to see that you had people who quite literally came in as angels to protect mourning people, the LGBTQ community, from hateful, bitter, evil, spiteful religious church people. That goes to show you, very simply, I'm not going to make a big deal out of it because I'm kind of spent on it. That just goes to show you that something that we all knew, very common sense. So, right, if you have any common sense, you know this, that not everybody who is good goes to church, and not everybody that is bad stays away from church. You guys have a good night, and I'll see you next time.
The Benjamin Dixon Show is only possible with listener support. Go to www.thebenjamindixonshow.com to register for our blog, join the Progressive Army, and support The Benjamin Dixon Show. It's Ben Dixon! If you like this episode, be sure to share, like, and subscribe.
Consider becoming a Patreon. Go to www.patreon.com/The BPD Show and support The Benjamin Dixon Show.